Hey guys, it's Julie. Welcome back to my channel. I thought today we would kind of do almost like a vlog. So I've been sick for the last week with an upper respiratory infection, which is basically just like the common colds from people at work. So I really haven't had a chance or had the desire to work on any YouTube videos, even though I have a lot that I want to work on. So I thought I would just kind of take you along when I'm going to run to the store and get some stuff, so that way hopefully I can start feeling better sooner, and maybe I could just talk to you guys about some of the stuff that's been going on lately. So I'm gonna get dressed. I'm mostly dressed. I just have to figure out what to do with my hair, or just put a hat on. That's kind of why I have a hat. I'm half tempted to just put the hat on, to be honest. I just feel crummy, and then maybe we can head to the store and hopefully I'll start feeling better, because I don't know how people deal with sickness. Like, I'm never sick. So when I am sick, I feel like it hits me harder and I just feel miserable. So I'm going to go to the store, see if I can get some medicine, that kind of stuff, and start feeling better, because I have to go back to work tomorrow and I'm miserable. So I figure I'll just take you guys along with me and maybe we can talk about a few things. So this is what I decided to do. I'm just going to put a hat on, call it good. I don't really care. I'm literally running to either Walmart or Dillon's to pick up medicine. I haven't really decided where. We're out of everything. All we have is Mucinex, so I need to get like some sort of like NyQuil or something, and some orange juice, and a bunch of things. I don't know if you can tell in this lighting, but I'm like super pale, and I'm just like, that's the thing like about being sick. The worst part is the coughing. You know, like so this is day 6 of me having a stuffy nose, congestion, constantly blowing my nose, coughing, a sore throat, and I finally, like, I probably spent I know this is TMI, but I probably spent 30 minutes this morning blowing my nose, and I finally am starting to feel a little bit better, which kind of scares me because it's at night that I feel miserable. So hopefully I can pick up some NyQuil or something, and some Dayquil stuff or whatever, and just to kind of get me not being so congested, because that sucks. Like, it makes me not want to do anything other than just lay in bed, watch Netflix, and take medicine and sleep, basically. So I thought I would show you guys something that my sister made for me, right? So this was, I think, right after Christmas time. She made me this painting. I don't know if the lighting's very good. She made me this painting of our dog, Chloe. Isn't it pretty? Yeah, it was something that she did just for me, and it turned out really, really good, so I thought I would show you guys. Okay, well, I'm gonna go make sure all the doors are locked, and then head out to the car, because the car's cold, and warm up the car, and then we can head to the store. Okay, Zoe, be good. I'll be back. Oh, wait, there she goes. Hey, Zoe! Zoe! This is what she does. She thinks every time I'm going, she gets to come with me, and it's a problem. Like, look. There she is at the car. Zoe, come on, inside. Let's go. If I could take her with me, I would. But it's to the point now where she just expects it. So if the door opens, she runs out the door. It drives me crazy sometimes, because it always happens when it's like really bad timing, and I'm just like, I don't have time for this. I don't feel good. Please don't do that. But I wish I could take her with me more often. I wish there were more places where I could do that, you know, because she's really good. She's really good in the car and out and about, but it's just, we don't have that type of environment that I can take her. Okay, so I'm at the parking lot at the grocery store, and I thought I would kind of give you guys an update now that the screen's not shaking like crazy, so that way you could actually hear me and not be motion sickness from the road being so shaky and wobbly, because I know when I watch people who film videos like that, sometimes, like, I can't watch them because they make me nauseous. But anyways, I thought I would do a quick update. So I have 3 or 4 Valentine's Day videos I want to put up. I don't know if I'm gonna have a chance to get them up in time, which is a little disappointing and a little upsetting. I know I have one that I might try to do today, and I may just sound sick in it, and you know, it is what it is. But that video, I'm wanting to do DIY Valentine's card ideas that I found online that are really cool, and they seem to be really easy to do. I haven't done them yet, so I'm gonna try to film that today, and if I feel, you know, crummy, I'm gonna feel crummy. I just feel like I haven't really dedicated enough of my time to my channel, and it's something that I really want to get back into because I really do enjoy doing it, and it's definitely a nice hobby, and I just feel like I don't give it the time that it needs, if that makes any sense. Like, if it's something that I actually want, you know, to start spending more time, like, I need to actually start doing it, not just talking about it. So, hang on, my arm's getting tired. So, I have one of those videos, and then I have 3 of the Shop With Me Valentine's Day videos coming out while I'm working on them. I went one time to Dollar Tree, Walmart, and Target looking for unique items, whether it's for decor or gift ideas. This was probably like the 3rd week in January. I was surprised there wasn't a lot of stuff. Like, there's like just the generic stuff. There's just cards and candy and basic decor, and I was really surprised that I couldn't find more than that. And so I think I'm gonna go back one more time and see if I can find anything else now that it's closer to Valentine's Day, and refilm those videos, because they just, I don't know, like just being there and seeing the small selection was very disappointing to me. I mean, because you can go to pretty much anywhere and buy Valentine's cards or candy, you know, basic stuff. And I'm really kind of looking for more unique things, so that way you guys have different decor ideas or different gift ideas that you want to give people for the holidays, that aren't the same thing that you can buy at every place. So that way you have a reason to shop at certain businesses and certain locations. So yeah, when I went, I was very disappointed with the selection. Like, it just didn't seem, I don't know, like, I mean, maybe it was just too soon and they didn't have a lot of stuff out. I don't know. But I'm gonna go back. And then, personal update, I started a podcast. It's on Spotify. I know that it's on a few other streaming platforms. I actually started it through an app called Anchor. I don't know if you've heard about it, or heard about Anchor anyways. But it's really cool. So basically I started, I don't know, like, I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was telling her, I said, I really enjoy being able to have, you know, discussions and conversations about stuff, and I feel like a podcast is a really good way to do it. And I was just like, you know, what the heck? And I just started one. So if you want to listen to it, you can. If you don't want to, again, that's fine. It's the same title as all my other social media, so it's just Julie Nicole Musings. But I'm not gonna lie, it's actually kind of cool that you can look on Spotify and you can see my podcast. It's really, really cool. So hopefully that's something that, like, I'm gonna go much deeper about basically anything that I want to talk about and whoever I want to talk about it with. So it won't just be, you know, DIY stuff or inexpensive living. It'll be anything underneath the sun, which is really cool, because I have a better chance of being able to talk about things that are really important to me and just having conversations with people. And hopefully, you know, I can give you some wisdom that I've learned. I mean, I'm almost 30, so I've learned some things, and I still have lots of things that I, you know, have questions about, and lots of things that I talk to people about on a regular basis. Lots of things that I'm constantly researching, you know, about anything and everything. It's not just there's something going on, I don't know. Anyway, sorry, I'm distracted. I'm in the parking lot. So that's one update, and then another update is that hopefully pretty soon. Sorry, that's what happens when I talk too much. My throat gets, dry. But hopefully this Easter we're gonna have chickens, so I'm really excited about that. I'm gonna be working with my dad to build us a chicken coop, and been doing some research on chickens, and I don't know, it's just kind of something I've always wanted. I've also been doing research about like homesteading stuff in general, and I don't know how people do it, to be honest. I mean, to go full in on homesteading, because it's not just, growing your own food, raising your own animals. Like, they eat the meat of the animals. So it's like you take care of these animals, you raise them, and then, I mean, you are slaughtering them in a very humane way, and they are giving you the meat. But me personally, I think I would just get personally attached to the animals, and I couldn't do it. Maybe it's different because you have a different mentality, you give them a good life, a stress-free life, a happy life, and then in return, they service you by keeping your family, fed. I don't know. It's just something that I've kind of been thinking about. It's more just like how do you do it scenario, because the idea of raising my own animals, I would love to do it. I would love to raise, pigs and chickens and even a cow or two, which cows are really expensive, so it's probably not even remotely something I could do for a very, very long time. And have horses, and a whole bunch of people raise like rabbits for me, and anything and everything, and I'm just like, how do you do it? Like, maybe I'm just the type of person that I get emotionally attached. I don't know. But so those are the two big updates, and I'm getting cold, so I'm gonna run into the store and see what we can find, and then hopefully I can start feeling better. Well, $23 later, I bought toilet paper because we needed it, Kleenexes, and medicine. And I obviously don't buy medicine very often because I forget they freaking ID you when you buy NyQuil. You have to be 18 or older to buy NyQuil. It's probably because people use it to make drugs. I don't know. The only reason I question that is shows like Breaking Bad, where I think that's what they buy to make meth or something. I don't even remember. And I know I'm sick, so I'm a little cranky, and I'll admit it. I think it's ridiculous that you have to buy a necessity like toilet paper. Like, everyone's gonna go to the bathroom. Everyone needs to take care of themselves and be sanitary, and it's a basic necessity everyone needs, and we have to pay for toilet paper. Like, and toilet paper, I'm sorry, it's ridiculously overpriced. Like, it's literally just softened paper that you use to wipe your privates, and it is crazy expensive, especially depending on which brand you buy. So, I know I'm a little cranky, and that's probably why I'm feeling this way. $23 is ridiculous, especially when like 10 of that dollars was on toilet paper, and I only bought 12 rolls. And I even, shop around on my toilet paper because I'm on a super tight budget, and I don't want to spend a lot of money on what I deem to be stupid. And buying toilet paper, in my opinion, is stupid. Other side note, I helped my younger sister and her husband move into their house yesterday, which doing that while sick sucks, by the way. Even though there were a lot of guys there to do the heavy lifting, it's just one of those things that's just exhausting. Even if you're the one that's just helping unpack and just helping direct, like, it just sucks. So if you're ever sick, don't volunteer to help someone move. Also, I know this isn't the typical video that I do, but I've had a lot of time, since I haven't really been shooting videos, to contemplate things. And there's all these people on YouTube that tell you, okay, if you play the game, if you use the right words and the algorithm and all of that kind of stuff. Like, you can get all these subscribers and you can make all this money and da da da. And it's like, okay, yes, that is true. It is a game, and if you learn how to play the game, you can beat the game. However, if you're doing YouTube just to make money, like, you're never gonna succeed. You have to do it because you want to share who you are. So, since I've had a lot of time to think about what I want to do with my YouTube channel, you know, you can play the game and you can make a lot of money and do it that way. But if you don't really have a lot of passion about what you're putting on YouTube or the type of videos that you're making, etc., like, you're gonna fail. You're not gonna be quote unquote successful. And I've kind of like had a lot of time to think since I've been sick and haven't been filming things and etc. And I think I kind of came to the conclusion that I'm gonna ignore what people say, you know, like the strategic people say, you know, find a niche and, you know, get down really small in your niche, and that's the only way you're gonna be able to get followers and make money and do sponsorships and blah, 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 like all that crap, right? I'm gonna say F them, F everybody who says that kind of crap, and I'm just gonna do whatever I want to do. Like, I'm gonna make videos about whatever I want to make videos about. If I feel like being personal and sharing vlogs, I'm gonna do vlogs. If I feel like showing you DIY projects because it's something I'm working on and it's awesome and I want to show you, I'm gonna do that. Like, this whole like trying to turn it into a business, it sounds great, and you know, it sounds wonderful. I would love to be a full-time YouTuber where that's where I get paid, is to show things and share my life. But you know, it's one of those things that takes a lot of time, and you have to, you know, treat it like a business, which in my opinion kind of defeats the whole purpose of YouTube, because the whole point is it's like an escape. You know, you're doing something you're passionate about and you're sharing a part of yourself with the world. You're not making every video with the grand scheme of, well, okay, if I word it this way, if I say this, if I wait till this time of year to film this, like, I'll get all these hits. Like, it's all strategic, which is, you know, from a business point of view, really smart. But from a personal point of view, it's very shady. Like, all you care about is the numbers. I mean, you don't care about connecting with your audience. You don't care about having a creative space for yourself. Like, all you care about is money. And I think that's part of what's wrong with society today, is that's everyone cares about is money. I get that money is what keeps you fed and gives you a home, all that kind of stuff. However, you can still be doing YouTube, making money off of YouTube, whatever, and have a full-time job. You know, it's just they don't want to. And I know this is probably coming from a place where I'm cranky, and so, like, I'm more harsh about it, but I've really had a lot of time to think, and I'm just like, why do people do that? Why do they go into YouTube with the mindset that, okay, I'm going to be on YouTube for a year, and I'm going to grow to this many followers, and I'm going to get sponsorships, and I'm blah, 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 and if I don't, I'm just going to quit. And it's just like, why don't you just do YouTube for fun? And if shit happens, it does. If it doesn't, oh well. I mean, you're not, like, losing out on anything. It's just, because that's kind of what started with me, is I started looking into, like, strategical stuff for YouTube. And the more research I did into it, which everything they're telling you is legitimate, and everything that they're telling you is strategic and will be helpful. However, at the same time, it just turns it into something that it shouldn't be, which is a full-time job. Like, you wonder why so many people on YouTube have burnout. You wonder why so many creators freak out and just say, oh, I need a break, because they film every day. They put up videos every week, multiple times a week. Like, they never give themselves a time to just enjoy their life, because instead of quitting their 9-to-5 job and having something enjoyable that they love to do, they take something they love to do and turn it into a job to where it's not enjoyable anymore. And it's just like, I don't know why people think that way. Like, can't you just have the best of both worlds? You know, like, still have, like, a job, or maybe even a part-time job that pays your bills, you know, because I get it. Trust me. me of all people, I completely understand. Money rules the world, and if you don't have any money, you can't pay your bills. If you can't pay your bills, you can't have a house. Like, I'm trying to lock the door. It's really hard with bags in my hand. All that kind of stuff, like, I get it. Trust me. I completely understand. So, I know it was a weird tangent and rambling, and I'm sorry. But it's just something I'm passionate about. It's just like, you're almost ruining it for yourself in a way. Like, can you see where we've painted? This is part of the living room. We've painted. This is a part of the hallway. We haven't painted yet. So one side's blue, one side's this like white with this tan. So yes, it's on the to-do list eventually, but I just now noticed it in the film and I thought it was funny. But yeah, it's just something that I'm passionate about, and I wish people didn't take things so seriously. Like, maybe that's an unrealistic thing to say, but it's how I feel. Like, life's hard enough as it is. You know, there's lots of things in life that make life miserable. Whether it's you're having financial problems, or you hate your job, or you're sick, or you can't have children, or you have too many children, or, you know, whatever. Like, there's something everyone's dealing with every day. You don't have to understand it. You don't even have to agree with it. Like, that's fine. But everybody has their own shit to do. So why would you take something that is supposed to be fun, it's supposed to be enjoyable, and ruin it for yourself? And what's worse, at least in my opinion, you market it in a way that you prey upon other people who want out of their normal life, and you say, oh, if you follow these tricks, you can make $10,000 a month, or, you know, whatever it is on YouTube, and you can get out of that part of that life that you hate. It's like, okay, yes, to an extent, if you follow strategic plans with anything, you can change your circumstances. However, you shouldn't take a job where you can literally go home every night and unplug and then get to enjoy things like life, family, friends, hobbies, etc. Turn your job into your hobby, or your hobby into your job, excuse me, and then you never get any free time. Like, you never get to just, yeah, you see that? We're ripping out that light up there. It's starting to rip out of the ceiling. We have a very old house and shit breaks. So if that looks weird to you and you noticed it, that is why that's like that. Anyways, I don't know, like, I feel like I'm going on a really long tangent. But these are like the types of things that I want to talk about on my podcast, is just because they're important things to talk about. And I feel like not a lot of people, they don't look at the bad stuff. They just look at, you know, the positives, like, well, if you do this, you can make all this money. And it's like, true. There's lots of things you can do to make lots of money. A lot of things that are super illegal you can do to make lots of money. Does that mean they're right? Does that mean that fits your lifestyle? Does that mean that you should do them? No. I mean, there's tons of things. There's tons of things that you could do. I don't know. I think my whole point, I'm going in a circle, and I'm sorry. My whole point is just enjoy the things you do and don't take things too seriously, because you only have one life to live. And if you spend your entire life working and you don't get to enjoy any of your time that you have, what was the point? You know, yeah, you have all this money and you have a car and you have a house and, you know, whatever, yada, 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 but you don't get to actually enjoy your time. So it's really had me contemplating what to do with my YouTube channel, how I want to go forward, etc. And I think I kind of came to the conclusion that instead of thinking like a business person and thinking strategic, I'm going to just kind of let my passion lead me. And I'm going to make videos about whatever I want to make videos about. You know, if it's just about my day, like my day, what I'm doing, you know, just like an update, I'll do a vlog. If I want to do a tutorial on something that I'm working on that I think you guys might enjoy or benefit from, I'll do a DIY video. You know, whatever. I don't know, like, It's not that I don't enjoy the videos that I've done. I have. It's just sometimes they become work, you know, because you have to angle the camera a certain way. You have to make sure you have to show all the steps, and, you know, you can't just talk to the camera while you're doing something. Like, it has to be kind of planned out, which I get. I mean, it makes sense for certain videos, but to do that for all your videos, it's work. It's not enjoyable. It's not like you're sitting down with a friend and you're saying, hey, I got this really cool project, I'd love to show you how to do it. Like, you have to, like, be very strategic about everything. So that's where I'm at. I know this is random. I'm probably going to be in bed the rest of the day. I might see if I can record a couple podcasts today. Again, it depends on my voice. I can already tell it's starting to get all phlegmy again and all worked up, so I need to take some medicine and see if I can sleep for a little bit. But this was a random vlog. I just kind of wanted to take you guys on my trip to the store and kind of give an update, because I haven't talked to you guys in a while. I haven't posted anything in a while. Oh, this too. You know, maybe I'll do a video of the random stuff in our house for a different day. That way, if you have weird questions, like, okay, for instance, this right here used to be a security system with this house, like ADT or something. Can't remember. It was what the previous owners. They left it in the wall. When we took it off the wall, because you just unscrew it, there was a giant hole in the wall from where the cable fed through the wall into, like, the power source. Just a huge hole. So it's on our to-do when we go to renovate the hallway. We're gonna remove the wallpaper you see up at the top of the ceiling, fix, you know, take out the lights and do all that stuff, repaint, do, I think, some wainscoting is what we're gonna do with the hallway. That's a project for a different day. But yeah, just so, like, there's random stuff you see, like tape. Trust me, it's not that I'm, like, not aware of it. It's just I can't do anything about it right now. It's on the list, you know, when I have time, money, energy, etc., etc. But I'm probably gonna end this. So I know this was long and random and rambling, and I apologize for that. But I just wanted to be real and just have an authentic video and start to be more authentic on my channel. And you're going to see the good stuff and the bad stuff. And there's a lot of bad. I'm not going to lie. Like, life's hard. Life's very challenging. And it's not all peaches and cream. And I know a lot of people, especially younger kids, they think that if your life isn't peaches and cream, something's wrong. You know, like something's wrong with them because they're not popular and they don't have the big house and the cars and celebrity and whatever, all that shit that's on social media. Like, this is real life. You want to know my real life? My real life is I have a 9-to-5 job that I actually don't mind. Hate my boss. Don't like the majority of people I work with for lots of very, in my mind, good reasons. I have a car that I bought when I was 23. The first and only new car I will ever own in my life. It was a birthday present to myself. I spent $20,000 on my car. I am still paying it off and I'm almost 30 years old. I love my car. It was an investment car. I don't mind that I spent the money on that car. I will never do it again. Ever. Don't buy a brand new car. It's not worth the money. It's just not. You can't upgrade very often. If that's what you want to do, buy an old car, upgrade more often. I was looking for a car that I could invest in, so when I have kids, it's big enough for 2 car seats in the back. It's got plenty of leg room, gets good gas mileage, it's kind of sporty, it has some of the, you know, new stuff like Bluetooth and touchscreen. I was willing to splurge. Now that I'm older, I probably never would have bought that car. I love my car, don't get me wrong, it's a Toyota Corolla, but I would never spend that kind of money on a car again. It's a waste of money in my opinion. When you can buy a $5,000 car and it be as reliable as a $20,000 car. It's literally just to tell people that, look at my car, look at me. You know, so don't do that. I bought a house when I was, how long have we been here? This will be the 3rd year. So when I was just turning 20, I just turned 27. I had rented for, God, like 5 or 6 years. I hate renting. Renting is a waste of money in my opinion. You're just throwing money down the drain. At least where I live, when it's just roughly the same price to own. The only thing that catches you with buying a house is having to have the closing costs the down payment, being able to pay for the inspectors to come out and do a thorough look at your house. All of that costs money, and if you don't have the money up front, you can't buy a house. Luckily, my parents gifted me that kind of money so that way I could buy a house, and it's in my intentions to pay them back at some point. I'm not at that point yet. I will. They probably won't accept it, but I will pay them back. I bought a house that was built in the 50s. It's a fixer-upper. I bought it for, it was listed at $115. I bought it for $100. I plan on living here for probably 12 to 13 years. Fix it up, make some money off of it, have a couple kids in this house, get married, all that kind of stuff. Live here comfortably, sell it, decide what I want to do. So don't feel like because you're not 24 years old, out of college with a degree, with a big fancy car and a big fancy house, that you're not succeeding in life. Because let's be real, material things don't make you happy. They really don't. And there's a lot of people I know who, they live that type of lifestyle. I have no idea if they're actually happy. I have no idea what their debt is like. You know, it's very deceptive on the outside. They look like they're doing really well. Are they? I don't know. I have no idea. I can't tell you. Like my older sister, she's married to an engineer. They have a very good life, you know. They're very frugal people, you know, so they can afford more. That doesn't necessarily mean that they just spend money. I mean, I have no idea what their financial situation. Just because he's an engineer doesn't mean they have a lot of money. I have no idea. You know, my other two sisters, they're both, one of them's married, one of them's going to be married, and they both try to live, you know, a bigger lifestyle than I have, which it's none of my business. I have no idea what kind of money they have, what their debt is like, what their spending habits are. I have no idea. And it's very normal for people to want bigger and better, to compare themselves to the Joneses, to constantly want better. I'm the rare breed of person who I'm perfectly content with my small little house and my small car and having a couple kids in a small house and just enjoying the closeness of a small house, because smaller houses in theory are cheaper, not just in sales price, taxes, upkeep, utilities, you name it. It's a smaller space, so it's going to be cheaper overall. You have a bigger place, most likely your air conditioning bill is going to be bigger than mine. Your gas, your water, your mortgage, your taxes. If you have to fix something, there's more things that can break because you have a bigger home. Like, you know, more power to people who want to live like that. I'm on the realm of being content with what I have. I looked for a year for the house that I have now. I looked at 80 houses before I found the house that I loved. And it is a fixer-upper. It's a diamond in the rough. It needs a lot of TLC. And I'm willing to put in the time and energy to bring out the beauty that is in this home. A lot of people don't want to live that way. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. So if you see all these people, even myself, I am just as guilty of doing this, or was, not as bad anymore. You know, if you see all these people in your life, or people you know who have these big fancy houses and these nice cars and they're going on vacation and they seem to have it all, you have no idea what it's like behind closed doors. They could be up to their eyeballs in debt and you have no clue. They could have maxed out their credit cards. They could be paycheck to paycheck to where there's like literally no money to like eat on. I mean, you just have no idea. So do yourself, like, you know, try to, you know, be good to yourself and want less. You know, if you really, like, if you really want the big house because you want a big family or whatever, work your ass off. Save as much money as you possibly can and buy that fucking house outright. Just buy it out. That way you don't have to finance it, or spend as much money paying it off as you possibly can. Because being in debt, owing money to credit cards, to a car, to your house, etc. sucks. You work for your paycheck and it goes to your bills and you don't only have enough to survive. Like, please don't make the same mistakes that everyone else in society is making. Be good to yourself. So this is a very random, completely random video, and I don't know if you like it, but these are like random. I'm gonna start just filming whatever I feel like filming. So hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm gonna go take medicine, go to bed, and hopefully we'll work on some other videos. But yeah, so this is random. Hopefully you guys liked it. If you liked it, please hit the thumbs up button. I would love it if you would subscribe. Please comment, you know, either in this video or any on my social medias accounts, and let me know if you want to be more personal with me, you know, to get to know me better, if you have video ideas, etc. And I would also love it if you guys would take the time out of your day to go check out my podcast if you want to have, you know, if you want to listen to more personal, in-depth conversations that I'm having. And I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.